Top two, my friends. And I will say both of these are actually tied for my number one. I truly cannot pick one over the other. So I will say actually both of these are one, which would put The Dark Knight at two. Just to make some people feel better. But I will first address The Dark Knight Rises. This is a better plot. I'm not saying cast-wise, I'm not saying acting, but plot-wise, this is a better plot than The Dark Knight. I don't see the plot holes people see in this. I'm sorry, I don't. And this movie is one of two movies that I've seen 4 times in the theater. They actually dropped a plane out of the sky. They freaking got a plane, tore the wings off it, and dropped it out of the sky. Now, yes, helicopters and Chinook helicopters were holding the stuff up, and they did it in different takes, but they still dropped a freaking plane out of the sky. Are you kidding me? I mean, like, just that alone puts this atop of The Dark Knight, just by how it was made. And then you have the epic journey of the rise and fall of Batman. Actually, it's really the fall. We see a depressed Christian Bale, who hasn't been Batman in like 4 years, going by this timeline, I believe. Or maybe it was only a year. The movie was set 4 years apart, but this was only a year, I think, timeline-wise, apart. But still, Batman hadn't been seen in a while. Commissioner Gordon was no longer the commissioner. You see a very broken down Bruce Wayne. And then he still thinks he can go and kick ass. And obviously, Bane proves him wrong. And I'm sorry, I love Bane. He is my favorite Batman villain of all time. Tom Hardy's Bane. Not the comic books Bane, which I love. Batman and Robin's Bane can fuck all the way off, because they ruined that character fast. But Tom Hardy's Bane, I love. And he learned to talk from, I believe it was like Scottish boxers or MMA fighters. And a lot of people make fun of his voice. I freaking love the voice. I love Christian Bale's deep voice, and I love the Bane voice. It just creeps me out, and it makes him that much more sinister. And I'm an emotional guy, so I actually cry at movies easier than most people, as I've mentioned earlier. But I cried 4 times when I first saw this movie. Actually, all 4 times that I saw this movie in the theaters. And I wept for like the last 15 minutes straight of this movie. I mean, just tears flowing down my face. And if I go, say, 6 months to a year without watching it, it has the same impact on me to this day. Because, see, even with Rachel, Bruce Wayne and Batman never knew happiness, right? And at the very end, he sacrifices everything. And then you see the pain of Michael Caine, thinking he failed Bruce. And I'm almost tearing up just from that. But then you see Michael Caine's dream came true. I wouldn't say anything to you. You wouldn't say anything to me. But we both knew you'd made it and you were happy. And just the slight smile and nod like, oh my God, I had stopped crying, or the tears were almost done after Batman sacrificed himself and gave everything to Gotham, um, which he said he would do, and he followed that promise. And I had just stopped crying, and then that end scene comes, and I had to sit through the credits because of how much I was crying. I like couldn't stop myself from crying. And to this day, this movie has that effect on me. There's only one other movie that I've ever gone to the theater and seen a movie 4 times while it was still in theaters. And that'll be on a different ranking list sometime in the future. But I'm sorry, the scales were bigger, the plot is better, the Bane is more evil than the Joker. I mean, they did have kind of 2 different objectives. So, because the Joker didn't actually want to destroy or kill Batman, where Bane did. But if you look at it one way, Bane achieved his goal, where the Joker didn't. It's why I put this movie over The Dark Knight. And you get Talia Al Ghul. I loved that twist. I know a lot of people hate it, or they don't think it makes sense. I freaking love that twist. And I love Bane's origin. And that fight scene, the first time Batman and Bane go against each other, is one of the most iconic fight scenes in cinematic history for me. And again, I could talk for a half hour just on this movie alone. So my number 1 of 2 in first place is The Dark Knight Rises.